your day just got a little bit better. You know why? Because I, Connor from Casuals Forever, am making another YouTube video. Yay! And today we will be playing RuneScape, and I know it has been a while, but today I'm starting hopefully what can be a real fun series in making money, but not making money in the, the traditional sense, spending money. Anybody can go out and, make a little bit of spending money, spend it on an item, a weapon, or anything like that, and keep going, make some more. And that's how a lot of people get by in the game, and that's frankly how I got by in the game when I was especially a lower level. When I started to get a higher level and things started getting expensive, I realized, whoa, 200k isn't going to, meet my needs anymore. I'm going to need mills, multiple mills. And so basically, I started, going on YouTube, doing exactly what I'm doing right now, and trying to figure out the best way to make money. And ultimately, every once in a while, things come up that are very, very good money-making methods. Let's just leave it at that. They're very good methods, and they make you plenty of money, but for a short amount of time until everybody, continues to use it and overuse it, and eventually it loses its value. And so basically then what you have to find is you need to find a couple things that you can always do for a very good amount of money. And so that's I'm just gonna make a couple more than a couple, but some videos showing you some good things that will consistently make you a good profit. Now they may not always be the same amount of profit, but they're always gonna make you a good amount of profit with the goal of showing you how to make a mill. And the reason why I want to show you how to make a mill is because that was always something that I always wanted to do. And I'd always gotten 200k before, and I thought that was a lot at once, and then I started going for a mill, and I did not approach it well. I mean, I spent hours trying to get a mill. And if you play your cards right, you can beg for money and get a mill from some guy at the Grand Exchange who's quitting or something like that, and that's all fine and dandy, but there's nothing like earning your first mill. And I think a lot of players, that's what you looked forward to for a long time. And, now I can dispose of a mill relatively easily. I've got, I think, 23 on me now, and I've recently just lost a very large amount of it due to some poor investment. And it's over time where I actually had kind of stopped playing for a little while, and items that I thought were safe investments that were gonna go up in price or at least stay the same, they didn't. They fell. But anyways, that's besides the point. And basically the reason why I'm focusing on a mill is because I think that once you make a mill, it's kind of a stepping stone into into the progress of making more money. And the reason why I say that is once you make a mill or a couple mill, you can begin. And just begin. I'm not saying you totally immediately can. You can begin to flip, and you can begin to buy in more in bulk so that you can make more profit off of whatever you're doing. And it just comes, it comes slow at first, but then you start making a lot more money. You can make a mill I can make a mill off of a flip now if I were to invest 23. And things like that that you kind of dream of, and there's always a certain amount of people dreaming of this stuff. I don't know what happened to my RuneScape. It might be frozen or something. Anyways, it's kind of something that you dream of for a while, and then once you get a mill, and once you get up to 20, then you start thinking about 100, and then you start thinking about a bill, and it builds on itself. But you always got to start somewhere. And basically, I don't know what's happened to my connection. My internet's screwing with me. Alright, I guess I have arrived. Sorry about that, but it at least gives me a chance to talk while I'm doing this. And what I'm showing you is, I'm going to show you the way that I made my first mill, and then I'm going to show you a better way to make it. Because the way I made it was terribly inefficient. And while it might have been better at the time, it's just not that good anymore. But I'm sorry for my slow internet. It's really not it doesn't usually do this. All right, but anyways, so you're gonna need a dusty key in that same dungeon in Taverley, and you saw the way I was walking and stuff. But essentially, this is in the Blue Dragon lair. Now, the way that I made my money, and it was much more popular back then because I never see anybody doing it anymore. But I used to pick up blue dragon scales. And I think they're worth like 300 a piece. And essentially, what I would do is I would go get 27 of them, cash it in, go do it again, and 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 again, until I made a mill. And that's terribly inefficient. If you want to use combat to make a mill, dragons are always a good source. And the reason why I say that is because you're offered a relatively good level of protection from them. They're not an incredibly high level like a lot of things are, and they're just not that difficult. So, and I'm just gonna show you a little bit of it. I want this. Sorry, I just flipped all my settings around, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna protect from magic just because I can. Then I'm gonna go here and I need to select a spell, don't I? Huh. Let's do ice. And let's auto cast. That's what I want. Alright. So now I should have started. If it will attack from me? Auto cast. Ugh! Why am I being stupid? Magic abilities. Oh, do I not have my book set? Oh, that's embarrassing. Anyways, I'm used to using my ancient magics. Alright, we'll stick with this. We'll just use Water Wave for now. Basically, what I am doing here is just killing this blue dragon. This is going to be really short. Hopefully, I mean, it's not going to be that hard to kill this thing because magic is my highest skill. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and kill this guy. And it did not take long, as you can see. Go ahead and turn my prayer off because I don't really want to mess with that. And, okay, over here is his loot. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the blue dragon hide and the dragon bones. And I'm going to take those coins. And basically, what you've got there is you get 2 drops. And that's what's so valuable about killing something like a dragon. You get 2 drops. And I'm going to go to Price Checker. I'm going to add this. And that's worth almost 4K. And then the dragon bones. And that's worth almost 5K. So overall, I just made 9K. Now, you do that over and over and over again, you're going to eventually make a mill. That's the first lesson that I want to teach. I want to teach you that you're going to have to do this for a little while, but it is worth it in the end. And this will not take that long. This guy will make a mill pretty fast. And especially if you're a higher level, it's not very hard at all, just because you can go through. I can go through a thing of dragons if I'm using combat, and not ever really even get hurt. And so basically, I'm just making money over and over and over again. So, anyways, that's it for right now, guys. I'm sorry this video is kind of spacey, but I wanted to get to it, and I wanted to address it, and hopefully we can see a few more ways to make a mill. And maybe you guys can make some just like me. See you.